Hey everyone, I'm Ultraviolent 4. This is part 10 of Draconian Conjurer for Game of the Month. We had a massive battle here coming into Depths. We got swarmed for what felt like a very long time, but we finally managed to get a bit of peace and quiet here. Yeah. I don't remember a lot about this character. We have a lot of int items, so it means that our spells have dropped to pretty low failure rates. The only one that's worrying me here is Orb of Destruction at 12% chance to fail. And so I wonder if we're training any conjurations. We're not, so maybe we should up that a little bit. Yeah, 12% is a bit high, so it's going to drop as we're focusing shields. But let's train a little bit more conjurations. I don't know why I wasn't already doing that. We'll go to 14. Otherwise, the rest of the skill training looks pretty good. We'll train fighting till the end of the game for more HP. Shields to 25 to get rid of the penalty. And our spellcasting at 15 seems fine. We're not trying to get lots more spell levels. And we have plenty of magic points as is. Just on a personal note, so some good news. I made it alive through surgery. Here I am. Maybe not so good news. I don't know that that's necessarily going to be the end of my issues, but yeah, that's that. I just would really like to get this game over and done with. It's been going for a very long time. Alright, we're finding new rings still. That's surprising. I feel like, rings of strength. Okay. Yeah, there are always more rings to find, I guess. And look at this, our, Shock. Good old Shock. This Depths is looking pretty empty after we got swarmed so much on the stairs. I say that and then now these enemies are appearing, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. This Ogre Mage scares me a little bit because unless we wield our Longsword of Misery, is that the name? Yes, I nailed it. We only have 2 pips of MR, so we got to be really afraid of enemies that can paralyze us, like that Ogre Mage up there can. Do we have AoE? We do. We have Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, but that doesn't help me too much. I mean, I guess we still have 4-minute Prison. Wait, why can't I do that spell? Because it's that one. There we go. I'll try to hit him like that. I'm gonna shoot my shocks to go through him. So, that's really dangerous. Why don't I just shoot one final spell to kill him and we'll start backing up. What is this value? The double zaps. Okay, yeah, we're pretty fine against just the double-headed ogres. Not so fine against the Sphinx. Still has a 13% chance to paralyze us. But if it's just the Sphinx, that's okay. As long as there's nothing else scary around. Alright, so I aim this episode. Let's try to get Depths done. And maybe we can even get a 3rd rune. I don't know, maybe that's a bit too ambitious. We'll see. It's possible. We got alarm trapped, great. We'll head back towards the stairs. You know what else could be a goal? Although this might also be a bit too ambitious. It's to use one of our Dith Menos abilities. We haven't used either Shadow Step or Shadow Form once this whole game. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just Orange Brain. We've been using Dith, hang on, that's a Sorcerer. That one can banish us. So we want to wield our MR Sword. Yeah, we've been using Dith as, this guy is nailing us. Oh, he had a Distortion Sword. I didn't even realize. Okay, I was letting him attack us. That was not smart. We wield our MR Sword to not be banished, and then I was allowing banishment anyway. Whoops. What's the point I was trying to make? About Dith. We've been using him as an Umbra. Oh boy, this is a tough flaw. And then also, I guess as a Shadow Mimic is also really good. Okay, so this is quite a difficult flaw. This Depths flaw. I recognize it because of the crystal walls. And it's going to have a bunch of different crosses in here. It's going to have a bunch of shapeshifters, a bunch of other crazy enemies. The really useful thing though, let me just deal with this Invis monster. The really good thing about the Crystal Wall Floor is that our LRD is going to do huge amounts of damage off the crystal walls. If I can remember the key for it though. Oh, we have great AoE before. I was using Fulminant Prism. We have Vile Clutch in our spell list. Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, I remember now. Look at this massive damage, massive AoE things. It's not really hurting this Iron Dragon though. I should probably use Iron Shot against him. Good. Just overcome the massive amounts of AC on that guy. Oh, it's an Anaconda Simulacrum. I was like, why is that enemy so fast? That's fine. I want to be careful of the Quicksilver Dragon though. I'm going to go to the third step that we don't know yet. If I'm being really optimal, we should be going invis before we go down onto every new floor. I'm going to try to remember that from now on. No promises. Frost Giant. Frost Giant with a great sword. That one's a bit weird. It's usually the Fire Giants that have the swords, and the Frost Giants have the battle axes. These guys just switched weapons, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah. Well, that was a Vampiric Greatsword, but now the Fire Giant has the battle axe of freezing. So I feel like he picked up the Frost Giant's weapon. That's funny. This guy also has a battle axe of freezing. So they just trying to mess with me. We're out of magic points. That's really scary, actually. Hang on. Okay, so we killed that guy. The War Gargoyle is fast. We sort of don't have great means of killing him. I wonder, paralyzing him? Yeah, there's no chance. He can see invisible as well. I don't want to hit him with my flail because it has random rage on it, but how are we going to kill this guy? Let's just pull out our singing sword, which is probably then going to attract a bunch more enemies. Ideally, if we can make it to 6 magic points, one more Iron Shot should be able to do it. So I'm just going to swing. Oh god, oh, there you go, it killed it. So we sliced it, so we did connect with the attack, but then the blast of sound killed him. And I forgot, for the singing sword I need to take blast as a force maul out of my options file. That's unfortunate, we're getting blocked off from the stairs here. Never mind, the other enemies are too stupid to avoid it. Oh wait, I'm hitting the petrified guy. I wanted to hit the wall. That's better. Cool. Oh, it's a shapeshifter. Let's go back up. We're gonna reset. I'm still not really afraid of one Sphinx on its own. I am definitely afraid though of liches. Let's see, if that had paralysis, it's a 17% chance. That's way too high. So we gotta switch swords. And let's, I can't bar clutch them both yet, but we can hit them both with, now I can bar clutch them all. No, I can't. We'll hit them all with LRD. We'll just kill them all with LRD, fine. If you insist, game. That's a great sword of freezing. Yeah. This Fire Giant has no weapon. Oh, he's probably a shapeshifter then. Didn't tell us for sure, because it didn't make a corpse. But if you ever see enemies who usually have weapons, and they have none, like that one, well I mean we knew that was a shapeshifter, but we saw the Etten without the weapon. That's a pretty good indication that it's a shapeshifter. Oh, it didn't see us. Yeah. Elephant's definitely a shapeshifter too. A Juggernaut Simulacrum. Okay, we have We have 1 pip of RC. I'm going to use iron shots on this. We want to kill that as fast as possible. Juggernauts do a lot of damage. And then you make them simulacrums. They do stupid amounts of damage. I should get off the crystal walls. It does a lot of damage both when we do it and when the enemy trolls do it. And let's back up as well. I'm making a lot of noise with those crystal wall LRDs. Ugh. Okay, it's alright. The Quicksilver Dragon's scary. This guy's got a sword as well. He's got a great sword of flaming. So all the giants keep switching weapons. I wonder if that's something about this floor that has been done for humor effects. There's 1 random stone wall. No, that's the one I need to do to hit both of them. Alright, whatever, it's fine. That gave us a bunch of experience apparently. We've got spellcasting to 15 and conjurations to 13. Quick check, 7% on Orb of Destruction. So we'll keep going with conjurations. We're going to 14. Alright, that should be fine. Crystal Guardians. Their bolts can bounce off regular walls, but that's something that I should have pointed out here as well. Elemental spells, so just regular bolts of fire and cold, can bounce off these crystal walls. So those fire and frost giants, and again he's got a great sword of freezing, so great sword of flaming rather. I feel like this floor is just messing with me. But yes, for those guys, you need to watch out you're not being double zapped. It's gonna hit me. Better step back. That's gonna hit me too. Because Dith is making clouds, he's making this more difficult. I really wanted to use LRD against the Spriggan because he's highly evasive and they have deflect missiles, so really hard to hit them with regular things. I should have just done Vile Clutch. I keep forgetting Vile Clutch, which I shouldn't because that's a fantastic spell. If I really wanted, we could go Invis against Storm Dragons, but I couldn't be bothered. The Centaur has a had some sort of sword as well. That is an RC Dex plus 2 ring. Do we really need that? No. We've already got another RC ring if we need bonus RC. Pew 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 pew. Are we carrying a Fan of Gales? No. Remind me to pick it up before we do the orb run. Because we've got a little bit of evocation, so maybe we can blow a Panlord away if need be. I'm going to remember to go invis this time before we go down. Cool, we got an alarm trap there. I'm kind of tempted just to blow this up because we're right next to the stairs. So we could attract everything to us and then just camp. I don't know. Sort of famous last words, but I guess we have different stairs we could go to. I'm going to test this hatch first. Okay, fine. That's a really good hatch. It brings us right next to this upstairs. So, good chance we'll be using that on our orb run. Yeah, oh, we didn't get corpses from anything. Yeah, I'm going to do this. Let's alarm so we hear a bunch of stuff. And then you know what the next play is. Pull out the singing sword so that we make huge amounts of noise, even more. And get lots of bonus damage. Where's my Vile Clutch? This is where I want to have Shatter in my list. We should learn Shatter. We have 9 spell levels now. We have what? 12 Earth Magic? I reckon with Brilliance we could cast Shatter. We'll test that in a bit though. It's okay, this might already be out of hand. I maybe regret this. Where's the singing sword? Do stuff. Yeah, we'll just file clutch everything. I feel like the singing sword is doing nothing. Literally nothing. And this is probably already getting a little bit out of hand. I'm gonna go up. Yeah, that didn't work as effectively as I had hoped. Something invis is attacking us? Oh, a boggart followed us up. That's really dangerous. I could have summoned a bunch of other things. Okay, so let's see, with plus 10 int, we can still 100% chance of shatter, but I'm going to learn that, so it's in our spell list. So if need be, we could do that. Quaff a brilliance potion and try to cast it. Plus it will also be useful to mess up Zot 5. Flick it back into view. We're near starving. I'm going to start starving with my 44 rations. That's why you don't worry about hunger too much. We have so much food. Did he give us a corpse? Floating eye. Very dangerous if there are ends around. Look, we got a corpse. We didn't even have to eat our permafood. So we know for sure there are a bunch of Ettins around. So if you ever let a floating eye paralyze you with Ettins, you're in trouble. AoE. AoE. Noisy AoE. Let's go. Okay, now that a boggart's turned up, let's start running. This has not been great auto-explore, and this is something I've said many times so far in this game, and I have yet to do anything about it. I'm gonna go to the... Apparently we know all the stairs. Is that true? Yes, it is true. Okay, fair. I miss going invis again. There's another demon trident of Elec. Enchant weapon. Alright, we're gonna have a plus 8 blowgun. We have 12 curare, and I don't remember when we've used those, if ever. But if we're going to, that's a highly accurate blowgun, just by the way. A vampire mage, which I can see. Turns out I've been wearing my I've been wearing the Ring of Sea Invis all this time. This boggart has made more boggarts. Yo dog, I heard you like summoning monsters, so we put some summoning monsters in your summoning monsters. So you can summon while you summon. I wonder if I should just make a macro for Iron Shot, because when I'm wanting to do higher damage single target than shock, I'm just still using the macro for Mystic Blast, which is kind of weak. I'm gonna replace it. Let's change that up. So it's that one, ZCF. So now I got Iron Shot on tap. There we go. We can use it on the mummies. This is kind of scaring me actually. I don't know what this vault is, but if it's mummy themed, we might be about to meet greater mummies. Just juggernaut zombies. Well, a cool thing about zombies, if need be, is they have really low magic resistance. So we can petrify them if we're gonna die. So say this frost giant zombie, if we're gonna petrify it, which is on D, 78% chance, yeah. Cool. So this Juggernaut, let's try that. 75% chance. Yeah, so we can just petrify him and then shoot him with iron shots. And he's still too good to die to that. So shocks will finish him off. Yeah, here's a greater mummy. On the captain's cutlass, which is a speed disarm sword. That's a short blade, right? Yeah. So I don't think we'll actually use that, but that's an interesting weapon. The greater mummy. So the thing is, pretty hard for us to die to the greater mummy as long as I keep enough magic points for shadow form. Because shadow form, you might not know what this does because we've never used it this game. You become a swirling mass of dark shadows. You are permanently invisible, immune to poison, draining, torment, and hostile enchantments. So if we're immune to torment and smite, there's basically nothing that a greater mummy will do to us, other than I guess summon monsters. But anyway, we're gonna try for Iron Shot, and then just blow him up really quickly. We can also use LRD against these crystal walls here, and that should do a bunch of damage too. And that can even get him from behind all these summons that he's trying to cheese us with. Ouch, there's the... Man, it's so scary. And Death is helping by making fog so that we can no longer see the crystal walls that would almost certainly kill the greater mummy. Alright, we can see this one here. Okay, let's get him. This last one should do it. It didn't. We're still not dead. This looks a bit worse than it actually is because... again, we can shadow form and run away and we're not going to die. But yeah, no, that's kind of scary. Yeah, I don't think we want the captain's cutlass. I had a feeling they were going to be greater mummies though. I did call it. Onto depths 4. The other thing that we could have done if we were afraid is quaff one of our 12 lignification potions. That would have made us immune to torment as well. This is really scary. I'm just going to go immediately back up. These Phantasmal Warriors... Oh, we're lagging out. The Phantasmal Warriors can halve your MR, and then the Vampire Knights can paralyze you. So that's not a combo you want to fight, even if you have lots of MR. And I keep forgetting to go invis, and we've just been trampled off the stairs. Alright, I'm going to just try to Iron Shot that Fire Dragon really quickly. Kill it so we can go back up, and this time we'll invis. See, if I'd gone invis initially, we might not have been trampled off the stairs there. Thank you, Death, you're helping. Apparently he actually is legit helping. Because those other monsters walked away. Yeah, so there we go, that's a normal fire giant. He's got a great sword of flaming. Can you calm down though, sir? Guy was going ham. Iron Shot's such short range. I keep forgetting. Yep, just as I open my mouth to say it, I ought to be kind of careful around that Zot trap. The dragon stepped on it. This has given us Portal Projectile, Cause Fear, Later's Liquefaction. We don't really want any of those. Really got to be careful with the Floating Eye. Can I just blow it up? No, but I can Val Clutch him. And that will do the job. Rakshasa. Oh, okay, thank you. The macro for Iron Shot. Wow, I just keep missing. Oh, I accidentally petrified him. Wow, okay. Alright, so the Iron Shot, I wanted to hit the Rakshasa. And it shot the dragon instead. And just here, I have just used the wrong spell. So Rakshasas have huge amounts of MR. If you have a look here, you can't see it there, but there was only a 1% chance to petrify him here. I meant to use a Val Clutch, and we just hit him with the 1%. So he's probably raging right now. It's like, this RNG, I can't believe it. I don't have enough magic points to kill him though, so we're just going to bail. But that inadvertently worked out. in a way that was very unlikely to. That's another requirement scroll. We still have a plain hat. We can replace our boots of flying. I think we're going to go more armor for this requirement. Okay, artifact hat of the chill winds. It's a plus invis hat, which we already have on our amulet, and it's Aralek, which we already have on this flail. Even if I'm not using the flail, do we have it? No. But we can basically get it at all times. So I feel like I'd rather just have the 2 extra AC that comes from our enchanted hat. Because the only thing that one there does is give us Aralek if we're not wielding our +9 flail, which is not that special. Magic mapping we have 5 of. I guess we also have 3,000 gold. I'll just buy it. And enchant armor. Our large shield can go higher. Yeah, if you're thinking, let's do our cloak because AC is better than shield generally. If you're thinking, why don't you just enchant up that artifact hat ultra? It's because you can't enchant artifact things. There you go. I need to be afraid of that Vampire Knight. We're not wearing our MR ring. I'm still wearing the Sea Invis. I brought attention to that so long ago, and then we've still been doing it. Orbit Destruction, 4% chance to fail. I think maybe we'll do 1 more level of Conjurations. Yeah, we'll bring it to 15. That sounds good. I don't know what I just did. I don't remember how to play this game. Skill target. What am I doing? How do I set a skill target? I don't remember. Equals I 15. There we go. Okay, I remember now. Let's bail. Let me just see. Yeah, we'll just blow up that Phantasmal Warrior. Because the Vampire Knight's still around, so I just accidentally split that pack up. Good. This little area has 2 Zot traps together. I need to be really wary of that. If I'm not being lazy and auto-exploring, I would just stay away from that area completely. But I'm lazy. We have our MR ring on. It's fine. Let's switch back to our other ring. What is our other ring? Oh god, I wasn't wearing the MR. Oh, we only had 2. We could have been paralyzed then. The other MR is on the Sword of Misery. Whoops. That was real dangerous. There's a chance to be paralyzed by this guy too. It's only 7%. That's okay. There's something else dangerous around right now. Man, I'm being real lazy today. I'm just asking to die. I'm gonna check this hatch. Just kidding. How can you die with 6 scrolls of blinking? I know. By getting paralyzed. That's Boris. We need to just immediately blow him up. I've done 2 iron shots, but I should have done Vile Clutch first to drop his evasion. That works better. Let's go to a different stair. I think I might have got a glimpse of the elephant graveyard then. We are completely frozen. Come on, game. This looks like my browser freezing rather than lag because we're literally stuck in the middle of casting a spell. Oh, that was weird. Oh. Yeah, that's not meant to happen. Let's try to refresh that. I think my browser's dead. Well, that's real unfortunate, seeing as we're trying to finish Depths and get a rune this episode. Oh, okay, internet's dead. Oh, no, we're back. Usually my internet does this in the mornings, not in the evenings. Give me a sec here. Looks like we're back. Alright. Cool. I used an iron shot on an iron imp. How appropriate. Why do spells have to be out of range? It's still coming. I keep bringing up Petrify instead of Vial Clutch, which is exactly what I did against the Rakshasa as well. My natural instinct is to use D for Vial Clutch. Okay, so here's the Dire Elephant. Here's the one that I think was in the Elephant Graveyard, but might have just been an Elephant. I should be respecting the Ogre Mage paralysis, but I'm not. We continue the trend of do as I say, not as I do. Alright, we're flying. I'm like, how am I going with the lava? Yeah, this does look like Elephant Graveyard. So this usually has some pretty sweet loot in it. Or not. Some more Ice Blast ones. We got 43 charges of it. We're going to check this hatch up. Oh wow, we nailed him there. Oh, the Shadow Shard mimicked as well. Yeah, so if we do an Iron Shot and our mimics an Iron Shot, we're going to do massive damage. Let's go Invis. We're on to Depths 5. That is a Dispersal Trap right there, so we're immediately going to go back up and hope we don't get blinked off. Okay, fortunately we didn't. It takes a while to go back upstairs, so even though we get to move first, as we're new to that floor, I feel like potentially you could have been blinked off. Here's a Caustic Strike pack. We don't have any Arc Corrosion normally. Okay, we're gonna go third stair lucky. We're gonna go Invis again. Okay, Gold Dragon. Well, that's much better. Like unironically, we missed Orbit Destruction. I feel like that's the second time I've done that this game. Okay, that was kind of unnecessary. We just Iron Shot a Spring Damage, which we could do because we Vial Clutched him first. That's another Gold Dragon. Let's try to blow him up as well. And here's Jory. Okay, so this stair is also horrible. Jory can potentially mesmerize us with a 36% chance, so I should not be messing around with this. I guess I'm imagining that if we do Shadow Form, we'd break mesmerization, but I don't know that for a fact. I'm gonna wield our Longsword of Misery. Let's see if that. It lowers it to 10%. I'm just hoping that we can kind of just kill the Gold Dragon before going back up, because this is kind of our only safe stair. This one's got Dispersal, that one's got Caustic Strike pack. So if I have to come back down here to Jory plus Gold Dragon, that's not going to be fun. Let's try. Okay, so we got that guy. I don't see us having enough magic points for this, so I'm going to go back up. We're going to start this over again. Okay, so in this case, Jory is a vampire, he can definitely see Invis. So we can just try to blow him up. Well, he's not here. He's back. And I'm not wielding the longsword, so we can be mesmerized. Let's change our plan. So we're going to try to blow Jory up here. I'm going to Vial Clutch him, and then it didn't work. We're going to just try to Iron Shot him. I feel like we're not going to be able to come back. So we got Jory. We shot blood everywhere, but I don't know that we can come back here because this is kind of crazy. We've got a very ugly thing pack. We got a Spriggan Berserker, and we've got Deep Trolls and a Yaktor. So I guess we go back up and we go fight some Shrikes maybe? Okay, how are we going to fight Shrikes? First we're going to determine the correct stair. This one, okay. So there were no Hexa enemies there. So I think first of all we want to put our resist corrosion ring on instead of MR. So at least we won't take so much damage. And then there's no point going invis. We have 10 potions of haste. Is this bad enough that I'm going to haste? I mean, probably not. But you know what? We have 10 potions of haste. I'm going to haste just to as a precaution. And then the strikes aren't even here, naturally. That's okay. Better safe than sorry. What are we training, by the way? Still doing conjurations. Okay. Once we get shields to 25 and conjurations to 15, maybe we're going to start training some more earth for shadow. I didn't go invis. I should have done that. We would have been invis against the Draconians and the Etten here. Oh, there's a lich. And we're not wearing Emma. Alright, back up. Back up, back up. Tell me what you're gonna do now. So our haste didn't help us much. You know what? Do I want to go to the dispersal traps there? How crazy is this? Pretty crazy. Maybe not. Because we made a lot of noise. So we probably saw this Spriggan Berserker. It's probably the one that had just run up. So if all the stuff that was down here got attracted up, this might be safe now. It's probably safer than a stair that has a lich for sure and caustic strikes nearby. Am I at the right stair? Yeah. So I'm gonna go invis. Oh, and the strikes are all here. Next to the dispersal trap. Oh god. Okay, so this is currently worst nightmare fuel. I'm just gonna go back up. I'm gonna hope that for this strike, instead of going there, is just gonna come to this tile and then go around it. Oh, thank god we made it up. Okay. Well, we're gonna exclude this stair. I don't want to go back down there. Var clutch this guy, then we iron shot. Alright, so then... Well, the strikes are here, so they're not at the lich stair anymore. Which was the other one. And we want to have extra MR. So our regular MR and our Longsword of Misery. And then the best way to try to blow the lich up from distance is actually Orb of Destruction. As that's flying, we're going to shoot a... I can't shoot an iron shot, he's too far away. Well, I'll just shoot one at that guy. Well, now I can bar clutch the lich, he's nearly dead. Went invis. Orb of Destruction will still kill an invis enemy. Yeah, well, we killed it. Reactivating auto pickup. Okay, and it's nice that we went invis here. So the Frost Giant can see us, but the Etten and the Draconians can't. So it's much less dangerous than that would have been. Otherwise, we're starving. I need to eat to use more spells. When there was a corpse there. Oh, there wasn't yet. We can get rid of MR again. Oh, I forgot to go invis. Whoops. Oh god, now we're failing it over and over again. And we just got... How do we get blinked off? Freezing wind. Okay, let me go back up here. We're getting owned by these guys. And they should have been trivial because we should have been invis. It's kind of my own fault. We have random blinks. I'm going to random blink away. Let's try invis again. We've failed it about 6 or 7 times there. The reason we got blown off the stairs is because white Draconians have chilling breath, and if you're flying, it hits you back. Yeah, look at this. We're still using Fulminate. We're still being a conjurer. Let me remember this time. Invis, good. None of these things can see invis. The salamander zapped a wand, and he zapped it at The red draconian. Dude, what are you doing? You can't just zap wands at your friends. I see strikes, we're going back up. Okay. If the strikes are here, they're not back at the other one. Okay, good. I don't think... No, I don't want to preemptively just put on our resist corrosion ring. We'll do that when we see them. Because if I do that, we're not wearing MR. Did I get him? We got him. Okay, good. This stair's getting a bit crowded. We're going to go back to this one. It's probably cleared out now, so we're just sort of bouncing between stairs. We're remembering to go invis so we can kill ugly things with impunity because they can't see it. That is a... I wonder if that's a real Naga sharpshooter or if that's a shapeshifter. Look at the value here on Varkloch though. I'm getting about 8 enemies with that. I should not be doing this anymore. The other thing that I'm doing, which is really bad, let me just go back up here. Oh god, are we dying? Let's blink away. We're back visible, but it's alright, we can iron shot. Okay, so that stair turned out terrifying. But the thing that I'm doing that's really bad there is flying against Spriggan air mages because they see invis. So let's stop flying. Let me go away from this stair. It's actually scary. I don't want to go to the strike stair though. So we'll go back to this one. Oh god, they just keep coming. It seems like there's maybe a weird Naga pack. Depth 5 is scary. I don't want to be here anymore either. None of these stairs are safe. This is where shadow would be great. I should be focusing on the Spriggans. They're the ones that don't see invis. They're not near any walls, so I can't LRD them, but we can still hit them with that thing, whatever that thing's called. What is that thing called? Prism. I don't know why I'm so bad with names, but I am. If that berserker could go down, thank you, I'd be real appreciative. Yeah, scroll of fear. Value. Let me kill the giant. Shouldn't be totally lazy. These Hell Knights don't see invis. It's pretty OP. It's quite insane how strong invis is in a 3-rune game. Like we're here in Depths 5 just cheesing all these different enemies without invis that we've had for... I don't remember, to be honest. It was too long ago. Feels like we've had it for a long time though. Yeah, we were doing our rune branches with invis, I remember that. This guy, is he... No, he's not wearing some RLX item. It's not... This Depths 5 enemy is not dying to our shocks easily. It's not fair. My level 1 spell. Let's back up here. Let's go invis. I want to get back to the stairs. The Spriggans are angry and they can see us. It's not a good combo. And because they're really fast, they're breaking out of the zombie hands really quickly. I could just go back up here, or I could not. Not wins. Okay, cool. He poisoned us? Oh yeah, short sword of venom. Okay. I don't remember the white draconians doing poison damage. And we're not playing Trunk, so that can't be a new change. Book of Necromancy, Book of the Warp, Grand Grimoire. We could be really going deep into Necromancy. I don't think we need to. I think if we need more things, probably Shadow would be good enough. Okay, oh, the Caustic Strike is coming. Didn't see us. I don't want to fight a whole pack of Caustic Strikes with 50% magic points. Do you have the right rings on? Yep. This, I don't know, suddenly became really paranoid that I didn't. Okay. Let's zombie hands them. They're really quick, so they break out really quickly. We might need to teleport away. I don't know that we have the magic points to fight them all right now. Yeah, I'm gonna read a teleportation scroll, and then we're gonna put on our resist corrosion ring. We're gonna random blink away from them or into them. Okay, cool. We teleported here into the middle of this when we have no magic points. Just pull out the Seeing Sword, I guess, and we'll just fight stuff. Cool. I mean, that works when they're just random merfolk. That is a Yaktor captain with a battle axe. Here's a Caustic Strike again. This is just one that we've seen and he's at range. So we can try to blow him up with... I can't Vile Clutch him over deep water. Okay, well we killed one and now we're out of magic again. So we're in a teleportation. We still have our resist corrosion on, which is good. I wonder if I can blow this guy up with our Wand of Ice Blast. Just before we teleport. Nice, we got him. Oh, okay, that's not a good teleport. Teleporting into the end vault, into Zot. Fortunately, nothing noticed us. Oh, I didn't even see the saddle next to us because it doesn't have a weapon. It's probably a shapeshifter. It was. It's one of those things where it's always going to have a weapon. Suddenly strike and I'm doing things too quickly. There's 15 for conjurations. Orbit destruction is at 2% chance to fail. If we don't have the flail, it's at 4. That's probably good enough. Let's just learn some more earth magic. Let's take that to, I don't know. We're probably going to need a lot. 15 is not going to be good enough. But, I don't know. We'll bring it there. We'll see. We'll see how we go. Near starving. Get pretty hungry when we use iron shots. How hungry do we get? Quite a bit of hunger. Not that it matters. So I'm not worried about food, even if we're spamming the spell. It's more, we seem to get hungry in combat. So if we start spamming, oh, we got marked. How pleasant. And that's a dispersal trap. And probably strikes are running at us right now. Let's Vile Clutch them. I'm gonna see if I can blow up this gold dragon with Orbs of Destruction. I don't have our proper thing on. Let's also go invis. Okay. I wasn't wielding our weapon, so we were using the Orbs of Destruction with the higher failure chance. Wow, can't believe he's not just dying to shocks. I'm real happy no strikes came. Nothing there. That's a poison themed shop, that's kind of cute. Fine. We're trying to pick up flesh. That means we picked up something else. What did we get? What took up slots in our inventory there that we didn't have before? I don't know. I really don't know. Oh, that random ring? Is it? Do I just have that because that's our only our poison thing? Yeah, okay, so it's probably not that. I don't know what we picked up. Okay, well we need to drop something. Let's put protection from magic ring back on while I remember. For one thing, and then I guess we're gonna drop. Oh, do we pick up a new acid one? No, I feel like we had one of those already. I don't have. I want all this stuff. How do we end up with no slots? Let's drop the paralysis wand. If we really need to paralyze something, we've got that spell. Petrify. Oh, a lot of shops. We could just go all out buying wands of Ice Blast. Probably have enough of those. +3 ring of protection. What are we currently wearing? One that gives us more magic points and int and protection from magic. Okay, we need those. We don't need that stuff. We could buy a box of base. You know what I will buy though? We have 7 digging charges. Let's buy the extra digging. So we have plenty now. We've got 21. And I guess I'll just buy the box of base. It's a good item, and we have a little bit of evocations. Alright, so that's our depths done. We're at 50 minutes, so definitely not time to get our 3rd rune. If you want to see that, you have to come back next time. Which one will we be doing? I don't know. Tune in next time to find out. Bye.